What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by my man Chili. Thank you guys for being here today. I got a couple of thoughts on Kamala Harris and her new vice president pick, Tim Walz or Wands. Got a couple of thoughts. Of course, I see the same stuff that you guys see, man. So I do some research on this guy, and I see where he's advocating for laws that would give illegal immigrants driver's licenses, stuff that says you got to keep freaking feminine hygiene products in boys' bathrooms at schools. Obviously, reading up on his daggone performance during the, I don't know what it was, the freaking George Floyd riots or something. He's the governor of Minnesota, and just looking at how he allowed his city to just burn to the ground and just placated towards the Black Lives Matter crowd. Look, man, I see the same stuff you see. And people act like they're freaking surprised that Kamala Harris would pick this guy for the vice presidential candidate. They act like they're surprised. I want to remind you of something, man. The first thing I want to remind you of is these politicians, and especially in the federal government, they do what the crap they want, dude. Why do you act surprised? They do what they freaking want. They don't care what you or me think. None of them. They do whatever they want, man. And the second thing is, if the election was, the presidential election, if it was real, which of course you guys know, I believe it's not real at all. It's just a freaking show to pacify the masses. If it was real at all, a lot of you guys think, well, how could these two individuals be elected by the people of America as number one and number two in terms of leadership of our country? How there's not enough people that would vote for them. How could they get elected? Well, look, that's the way that people like me also think at times. And a lot of you guys, if you're just an old country guy like me, everybody that you interact with has generally the same values and morals and generally the same beliefs about our country as you do. That's how country people think. But let me tell you what, there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, you know, that these progressive freaking extreme liberals, they're the minority, and there's not that many people out there that would actually vote for these. You're dead wrong, man. Look, you think that because you live out in the country and you're surrounded by, or maybe you don't, maybe you're just surrounded, you know, by this bubble of your friends who believe like you do, and that's because that's why they're your friends. Man, you go into these freaking cities where all the people are at. You go into these cities, man, these freaking people are crazy, dude. These people are literally insane and dumber than a stinking box of rocks, dude. So if you don't think, if the election was actually real, if you don't think there's enough people, a majority of people that would vote for somebody like Kamala Harris and Tim Wands, well, you're just living in a dream world, man. I used to like to believe that we freaking American patriots had the numbers. I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe we have the numbers. So all you guys that think there's no possible way that these people could get into a position of power, one, they do it the crap they want, and the president's installed. And two, if it was legitimate, there's enough portion of the population here in the United States that is freaking reprobate enough to vote for these people. So I just want to give you a little information on that. And I see that the daggone, everybody's talking about the stock market is crashing, the global stock market and all of this. Dude, the same people that control the government control the freaking all that crap too, man. It's all a game, dude. It's all a game. So what's your only hope, man? as just a dude like me, living out in the country, trying to be a good American, trying to be a good person, mind your own business, what's your only hope? When you get down to the root of it, your only hope is to build your lifestyle in a way that you become ungovernable. And you got to bet your life on that, by the way, because the big government might come knocking one day. But you have to build a lifestyle that insulates you from the world. You have to become as self-sufficient as you can possibly become. And you have to train in order to strengthen yourself mentally and physically. And you have to train in order to gain the skills that you need to protect yourself and provide for yourself. That's your only freaking option. Now, big government might come knocking one day to take what you do have, because the longer time goes on, the less they like self-sufficient people. So they might come and round us up one day. Look, man, it might cost you your life. You better be okay with that. This life's short anyways. That's your only freaking choice, man. If you think you're going to vote your way out of this, or you think that we still have the majority, you're dead wrong, man. I mean, there's one other thing that we could do, but I can't talk about it here on YouTube. But maybe some of you understand. Anyways, that's my comments on that. Everybody's acting like they're all surprised and like, you know, oh man, Donald Trump, he'll surely win now. You're still freaking thinking as if their games are real in reality. Give me a freaking break, man. Learn to think for yourself. Train hard. Become as mentally tough and as physically strong as you possibly can. Gain skills and build your life in a way that makes you ungovernable or hard to govern, hard to control. Or you can just continue living in your freaking subdivision somewhere. Whatever, man. If you guys got anything out of this episode, get you a hat, get you a t-shirt. My man Chili just put the Don't Be a Turd shirts on sale in the website. That's an awesome shirt. Go check them out, man. 307project.com. I appreciate the support that you guys give us here at 307 Project. It wouldn't be possible without you, without our partners, and without our patrons. It's a team effort, man. I love you guys. Catch you on the flip-flop. Enough said.